name's Keegan Bragg. I'm assistant directing on Happy Days. Over the last few years, I've worked in theatre in New Zealand and here in Australia. Moved to Melbourne 3 years ago, and just finished my Masters at Victoria College of the Arts at VCA. My practice has mostly been to do with two things. One is working with large ensembles, youth theatre and devising and that sort of thing. And the other has been making very small shows, solo shows with a lot of new scripts in particular. I think I've worked on 25 shows in some sort of primary role as an actor or a director or something like that. And I mean, you always want to put on work somewhere where you know people are going to notice it and care about it and talk about it. And that's just not just other theatre people. That's people in the wider society. And so to get to work at a state theatre company is great for that reason. My practice is mostly trying to modernise what we do and having a really modern conversation with audiences. I think probably the best thing about theatre is that it's something you can't watch at home. You have to have a big ugly conversation with everyone there. So most of my theatre is about mental health or difficult moments that people have in their lives, and very excited to be working on this, which is a bit of both. Probably the thing I'm most passionate about with making theatre is that sense of talking about something that people really want to talk about, but they don't feel they can in their everyday life. If you think about maybe the top 5 most dangerous conversations you've had in your life, there's probably a bit of bad for everyone involved, but God, it's so healing to be able to do that. And to make theatre means you've created this environment where you can talk about that over and over and over again if it's directed well and it's acted well and it's written well and all those different things. And you can have it in person. There's no distance between you and the people you're talking to. It's just the make-believe stuff, which isn't really that make-believe. What excites me most about assistant directing on this show is getting to see how Petra works. So much about directing is getting to work with other people and getting them to bring their best. So I think just moment to moment, watching how she reads the room, she responds, while also doing thorough research and thorough artistic work is really great to see. One specific thing I'm learning from Petra is that it's so valuable to let the collaborators, the actors, the designers, come bring their own life experience into the work, especially with something like Beckett. It's not the sort of storytelling we usually encounter. The way we often talk about our own stories and our own lives is similarly not that well refined. It requires a lot of vulnerability and it's scattershot. It's all over the place. So her ability to really actively listen and then importantly ask a very high quality question or make a very high quality point that's very clear to everybody in the room. That's a real skill that I'm learning from her, and I envy how good she is at it because I wish I was. But it's something that I'm beginning to grasp how she does it anyway in the room, and it's something I like to take into my own work. The advice I would give to aspiring directors is you have to be making work, you have to be in rehearsal rooms, you have to be on the boards, so to speak, making work. There's so many facets to directing, especially when you start out. You have to be, in many cases, your own producer, in many cases, your own stage manager. You know, you're not going to learn how to direct having a drink after opening night talking about it. You're going to learn directing by being in the room with talented people or passionate people and making work with them. It's the only way to do it, and I would advise aspiring directors in particular to make work with people who are smarter than you, more advanced than you, and are honest with you.